Yo, what is good, boys? Today we had news, right? We had news at 10 a.m. So I waited until about 10 a.m. to trade. I did not trade before that. I'm still playing around with that a little bit because I know if that there's 10 o'clock news, sometimes you can find a solid trade. From 8:30 to like 9:10. After that, don't trade. After that macro, don't trade. I've seen those work a lot, so I'm still playing around with that a little bit before I actually start taking trades between that time frame before high impact news at 10. So we'll keep on playing with that, learn more, and then we'll soon enough probably start taking trades before then. But until then, we're gonna practice demo that shit. So took no trades today, as you can see. Nothing was taken on the funded account, and nothing was taken on the combine. So pretty much just demo ball today, and yeah, let's just get straight into it. So again, marking out each session like I always do, Eastern time, 8:30 a.m., 3 a.m., and 6 p.m. last night, okay? Those are all the different openings of these sessions. And so, going into the day, again, I look at London. Okay, what did London do? All right, what did we do? We formed this SMT, right? And we already formed SMT pretty much at the prior day low. I would consider this like near the prior day low, right? We had like SMT right here. We already had SMT right here, and then price continued to run lower, and we still held this bullish SMT. So, we had high time frame SMT formed at the lows during Asia, swept major sell side right here, and then we continue pushing up, and then we consolidated pretty much throughout the majority of London, forming this bullish SMT. So what do I want to look for? I want to look for a New York distribution. Okay, when London manipulates, I want to see New York distribute. Okay, so once this is formed, I wanted to look at the prior day high. Okay, and the reasoning why I wanted to look at the prior day high was because, there really wasn't anything else other than these smooth highs, and I did alert this to the chat, to the boys in the Discord, the chat, that I wanted to see higher prices to these smooth highs, and overall just bullish, a bullish push to the higher price to the prior day high, right? And so ended up taking the smooth highs, and then we pretty much shit the bed, right? We had SMT for a short period of time at these lows right here, okay? But as you can see right here, we ran the low and we broke the bullish SMT, okay? And at this point, looking at the 15-minute candles, you can see that it's just a gamble, right? Once I saw this last candle, it would be different. We were paying attention to this down close candle, okay? Because you can see that we're respecting this 15-minute BISI, all right? We're respecting this 15-minute BISI, and I'm expecting a push higher to the smooth highs and the prior day highs, okay? So when we form this really bearish down close candle, I want to see the 15-minute then push higher and form this and make this into a bullish order block for us to get a strong closure above it, and for a retracement for us to continue higher to the prior day highs. As you can see, looking at the bodies, right, for these 45 minutes, right? 45 minutes straight, we failed to do so. We literally closed barely above it, or barely below it every single time. And at this point, looking at how wiki we are, you can just realize that price action is not going to be good today. So once I saw this candle completely form at the 15-minute, even at these points right here, when we got to this candle, we closed like this. I was like, okay, today might be shit, right? So at that point, I already kind of surrendered myself and said, okay, I'm not trading most likely today. I'm good. I'm just going to chill and just demo trade a little bit, right? So that's exactly what we did, right? We ended up just chopping. Okay, so we ended up pushing higher, forming this bullish SMT, really not targeting anything because we didn't sweep any buy side, and we didn't form any high time from SMT. So we continued lower for no reason. Okay, and this is the only reason why I stayed bullish the entire day. Let me show y'all, boys, the alerts. That's the reason why I stayed bullish literally the entire day, is because we had no bearish SMT that was formed. This is what it looked like for a short period of time. Okay, I want to see this get a strong closure above, so then we can push lower into the order block and then find some buys to the prior day high on the low time frame. Okay, and as you can see, chopped around. As I said, not taking anything in 15 candles, looking like this. Okay, it looks absolutely trash. You do not want to be taking trades when it looks like this. Okay. And I said price broke the bullish SMT from New York at those like little lows I was talking about. I'm still wanting to see higher prices, but it can go either way right now. Only reason I'm not bearish is because we haven't swept any major buy side or formed high time from SMT at the highs. Okay, so that was my main point of why I was so stuck on being bullish today, because we had no high time frame bearish SMT that was formed at the prior day high, at this high, any of them, okay? Or as well as we didn't sweep any major buy side, okay? This is not major buy side. I want to consider us reversing fully off of just buy side like this. Typically, we're going to get this close to the prior day high. Okay, we're going to take it out, okay? Especially when we have SMT like this. But once we start to chop like this, you really don't know where it's going until, you know, the consolidation high or the low form SMT, okay? And that's what happened, exactly what happened, right? We ended up forming SMT at this high as well as this low. Okay, so we had bearish and bullish SMT. I was still expecting higher. I still wanted to see higher prices. We were still bouncing off this 50-minute BISI. And once we formed this during the lunch session, I looked for longs on my paper count, obviously, because I was still just holding super bearish or super bullish. And as you can see, it's starting to play out right now. Hopefully we can, I believe we'll hit the prior day high either overnight or tomorrow. And yeah, we just broke this bearish SMT. So going real quick into the trade that I took, you can see I haven't journaled it yet. I need to journal it for real. What was this one right here? Okay, so we had SMT at the lows, the external consolidation, the external range low. That's what you wanted to see typically when there's a consolidation. You want to wait, not for the internal SMT, you want to wait for the external, that major high or the major low of the consolidation to form SMT, and that will tell you the true direction of where we're going to break the SMT at. Right, this is a very slow trade, as you can see by enter right here. Stop loss at the protected low, targeting these highs right here. Okay, I don't really need, you know, this 3.6R. I don't need that entire play. Okay, 3R is good enough. Targeting that, and I did end up getting stopped out of break even. My stop loss to break even was pretty early right here. Actually, no, I didn't. I thought I did. Did I not? No. I didn't put it up here. Okay, yeah, okay. So I didn't end up getting stopped at break even. I didn't take this on the actual paper account. I just not demo traded. I just whatever it's called. I tape read it. Yeah, that's what it's called. Right. So I just tape read it, and I was just watching to see what price does while I was doing my homework. But yeah, so ended up actually working out. But yeah, my stop loss to break even was this fair value gap. The reasoning for that was because it was in premium. Okay, it was the first fair value gap, the first SIBI that was in the premium of this range right here. Okay, and many of you may say, oh, why this range? Why not this range? Again, it's kind of just preference, what I've seen work the best, right? So this is my stop loss to break even right here, pretty early, just because it was the PM session. I'm not 100% used to the PM session. So yeah, as you can see, we continue to just hold this bullish SMT. Beautiful, man, beautiful. Consequent encouragement the entire time. Look at those bodies, right? That's so algorithmic right there, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Bodies closing perfectly on every single time. We're mohawking the consequent encouragement of it every single time. It's just beautiful, man. So that was a trade that actually played out. And then AM session, there was one solid trade, right? This would have been a good trade if we did not have news at 10 o'clock. I would have taken this if we did not have news at 10 o'clock. Okay, I'm not going to take a trade when it's at 9:30, okay? When there's news in 30 minutes. High impact news. I'm not doing that, right? So at this point, we had SMT. We formed another SMT. This is before it was broken over here. This is off of open before the embargo lift. It's 3 minutes before the embargo lift. We formed manipulation, stacking bullish SMT at these lows, right? And when 9:30 came into play, we distributed, okay? So I would have entered somewhere like up here when price is extremely bullish. Yes, it closed down here, but I would have probably entered up here somewhere. Stop loss, 28 points. I would have put my stop loss right there at 28 points, that protected low, and I would have targeted probably 2R because there is no really buy side I can target. So I would have just fixed 2R, and that would have been a banger trade. Stop loss to break even halfway at this high. All right, so this would have been a beautiful trade. Again, didn't take it because there was news at 10 o'clock. But I mean, yeah, there's some decent notes today. As you can see, it was just horrendous. To be honest, I didn't really expect the best anyway, just because we have Thanksgiving this week. We can see if tomorrow is going to be decent with Thursday being the bank holiday, with it being Thanksgiving, and us being, trading the Wednesday, the prior day before that. Who knows if it's going to be good or not. I'm just going to be very, very patient and see if the market plays out well. If I start seeing some wonky ass 15-minute candles, I'm going to be out of there. I'm not making that same mistake again like I did a few weeks ago. So learning from my mistakes, and that's all that matters. So yeah, hope y'all boys enjoyed today's video, and peace out, boys.